Meteorologist Chris Ramirez. Here's a look at a weather update of what we're seeing right now. We're still dealing with some heavy rains falling in some locations and also with some lightning as we go throughout the next few minutes. We're expecting more of those downpours. They're mostly situated in the northwest of town. Unfortunately, most of this rain is falling in areas that are still under that flash flood warning, and that is going to be in effect until 11 a.m. and likely will be extended as we head into this afternoon. There is also a batch of showers that are now moving in from the southwest of town. This is causing some lightning just west of Katy. Even Sugar Land dealing with some of these showers, and more likely that these are going to start moving in the northeastern direction as we head into the next possibly 30 minutes to an hour. So rainfall really not out of the woods yet in terms of us for here in Houston, as well as for our areas north of the Houston that have been dealing with these flooding problems. As we look at currently what's going on across the area north of us, there is still some heavy rain that is falling just north of Spring along 45. This area is under that flash flood warning, and these showers are actually moving along I-69, even in around the Kingwood area, and that's really contributing to that flooding threat as we go into the next few hours. So as we look at our futurecast, we are expecting those river flood gauges to still starting to be more problematic in terms of the flooding that's ongoing north of town. You're able to see more red dots across those live flood gauges, and that's really indicating that flooding is very well likely in those areas, and mostly in Montgomery County, but lots of information to see here. The good news is that for Houston, not dealing with major problems as of yet. Most of that heavy rainfall has remained well to the north of us. But as we look at future track models are showing that we could get another round of those showers and storms later on this afternoon. So something to really keep an eye on as we head throughout the rest of our day. We are expecting this flooding threat to continue, as well as the downward flow of those rainwater that was falling to the north of us, as we are dealing with some flooding concerns in around the San Jacinto River, even the Trinity River dealing with flooding concerns right now, but we're just really not expecting this rain to really let up anytime soon. We're getting some breaks, which is good for us here in Houston, but some of those areas north of town are likely to be dealing with those showers and storms that are going to be moving on through. As we take our future track, we are expecting this to continue through the afternoon hours. We might get another round of those showers and storms as we head throughout this afternoon. Right now, looking at our future track model, we're showing most of that mainly northeast of town, but as we get closer towards around maybe 1 o'clock, 1:30, weather models are indicating that we very well could see more of these downpours starting to flare up northeast of the Houston area. And like we saw this morning, we saw some lightning and severe thunderstorms with this, and we really cannot rule that out as we go into this afternoon, that we could see some of these storms pack a bit of a punch, especially as we head into the latter afternoon hours. And the good news is that we're going to have another break like we saw yesterday. We ended yesterday on a gorgeous note, very beautiful sunset, but we are expecting those conditions to quiet on down later on today. So as we take our future track into the weekend, unfortunately, the models are indicating that we could get another round of showers and storms likely for Saturday morning. This is really not good news in terms of what we're looking at, but our model is definitely expecting another round of showers and storms for the early hours of Saturday morning, and this is likely to start moving through between the hours of possible Saturday into Sunday. So expecting these shortwave disturbances to continue its track into southeast Texas, and we're just really not expecting that rain chance to really end as we head into the next 2 to 3 days, especially for the weekend. This is looking at Sunday morning, and then another round of storms likely coming through by Sunday afternoon with these disturbances moving through. So Friday morning, we're definitely seeing these showers and storms pose a problem and contributing to that flooding factor, but we've seen close to 6 to 8 inches of rain for areas north of the Houston area, and we're just really not expecting those conditions to the rain chance to really diminish at all. But the good news is that we're getting with these breaks, so the water has some time to flow and drain out going into this afternoon, but other than that, we're just expecting these conditions to remain mostly the hit or miss rain showers, if not storms, that could pack a punch as we head into around the 12 o'clock hour as well as into around 3 to 4 p.m. So expect us to track the weather updates all day as we deal with this flooding concern that's increasing, that is now happening across north of the Houston area. But if you all, we can always stay up to date with the latest weather happenings on KHOU.com as well as on the KHOU